OMG, we're recording another video. Oh my god. I'm sorry. That was terrible. Anyway, this is Mount Moon. I made it back here because I recorded this segment and I forgot to save it, and I save stated in Cerulean City and overrode my previous save state at Mount Moon, so I just had to do everything again. It's not really worth complaining about. I felt like mentioning it, but it's not really worth complaining about since it took me 2 segments to get here. Not including the grinding, of course, but that wasn't too bad either. No, he's not. Charlie will forever remain youthful. I wonder how that works, if a trainer having a Pokemon and never letting them evolve would, count as them having youth. It's like they never die. Actually, let me see something. Oh, well, never mind. Sorry about that. Yeah, that was kind of dumb that I showed that. I just wanted to make sure that the emulator didn't pause when inactive window. So anyway, here's a guy who's wearing a graduation cap who has a whip. I don't think, for some reason, I've ever heard about anybody seeing it like that, like I do. I mean, their hats are square on their overworld sprite. I mean, it just gives me the illusion that they're, wearing a graduate's cap. Anyway, most things go down in one hit that don't resist fire. I don't understand why ground doesn't, but hey, I'm not complaining. We'll need all the help we can get, all the help we can get eventually when the game actually starts to get hard. If this was Fire Red and Brock actually had a fire move, then this would have been very bad for me. Alright, sorry. It would be nice if we didn't run into Pokemon every 5 steps. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use that right now. Using vitamins reminds me of when I was finishing up Heart Gold. I wanted my team members to be as strong as they could be, so I pumped them with vitamins. Wait, I think I might have just failed to... whatever. Let's just be blissful and carefree. Yeah, I wish I could get repels, but I went to the store and they don't have them. I'm sure someday I'll stop cutting those out. Well, here's a Caterpie. They have, some... Actually, I think the Caterpie actually has a high-definition sprite, comparatively, anyway. And there's Metapod, who doesn't. And there's another Caterpie. What interesting commentary, you might say. That is a sweet earth, you might say. That I'm not going to reference really, really stupid things. Only very stupid things. Or only, really stupid things, not really, really stupid things. I could have sworn that there's a trainer over here. Oh, on my way back, I fought that one trainer that You gonna fight me? Yeah. That one trainer that I always forget about that was on, the Route 4, I think it is. Or Route 3 that I just went on in the previous video that you have to jump down to. I always forget about that guy, but I fought him. So don't tell me I didn't, please. I mean, not that I really have to worry about that. I don't have, at the time of this recording, I have no subscriber base at all, and I certainly don't have enough for people to start being stupid. Well, then again, there's never too little people for one of them to be stupid. Even when there's no people at all, sorry. There's never too few for somebody to be stupid. And a potion. I need that. I totally need the potion. Sorry about the really cheesy, click the button to cut thing. I do enough editing with Minish Cap. I mean, I have to sync the audio, and it takes about an hour with a 15-minute video. So maybe the segments, in order to have a segment of that every day, they might be shorter. Trust me, you want them to be shorter because that means you get extra stuff every day. I mean, I think that you guys as the viewers would want them to be shorter, so that you'd get more footage in general, rather than me making a video and then just only having one every other day. I'm not saying they're going to get really short. They're just going to be like 10 to 12 minutes instead of like 15 minutes. I already make them longer than they should be. I also screwed up with the recording of part whatever it is, part 2. This is a trainer battle. I can't run. Part 2 of Minish Cap. Made it exactly 15 minutes 30 seconds, and then remembered I had to put in the last 45 seconds of the of the first video that I had to cut out because it was over the time limit. And then I was just like, well, I have to delete this, and the audio was desynced pretty bad too. So TMO1 Mega Punch. I know this because I did this recording already. And then I was just like, yeah, whatever, I'm just not going to save it. I don't know, I guess I just didn't remember that I didn't remember that I had to save it. Mega Punch is better than Scratch, except it's just less accurate. I talk good. Elvis. Yeah, sorry about that. Elvis is... That's what I always get from seeing those, is that they look like Elvis. Yeah, I'm not cutting this out, sue me. And then it turns out that I'm actually, like, violating one of your First Amendment rights, and, you can sue me. Oh, wait, I gotta heal. Sorry. Back. Okay. Something I forgot to mention is that there is a bug catcher near the entrance. Oh, wait. Did I not? Yeah, there's a bug catcher over here. If I screwed that up and was paused while I was supposed to be unpaused, and then when I clicked to pause, it unpaused it, and right, yeah, I did a terrible job explaining that. So yeah, he has a Weedle. But more importantly, you got a bottle. Wait. Yeah, I accidentally was super speeding through this, trying to go back and heal. And he leveled up against this guy. And, wait. Yeah. And he leveled up and learned Rage, and I accidentally put that over Ember. No, he's not. And I had to restart the whole thing. And I think, if memory serves, this is Bullet Seed. Or, no, this is Bullet Seed in the remakes. That's what I'm thinking of. So, man, do I love having a Pokemon that is skilled with the powers of time and space. Whatever that means. So anyway, Charlie owns everything at this point. Also, rare candies, right, I could use it, could have used it now. I think I'm going to save that for when I just don't feel like grinding anymore. Meaning, when Charlie's like level 70, about to go up against the Elite Four. Well, he's probably going to be higher than that, actually. When he's like level 77 or something like that. Oh, you're just a kid. When he's like level 77 or something like that, about to take on the Elite Four, and I don't feel like getting him any stronger, and I have all those rare candies in reserve. And Geodudes are, despite being having two of Charlie's weaknesses, are not difficult to take out at all. They'll be even easier when I get to like level 30-ish and learn Flamethrower. I'm not sure when Charmander learns it. I know Charmeleon learns it at like level 35. And it is a very useful move. In Leaf Green, I was afraid I was going to have to buy buy the thing from the game corner for like 80,000 monies because it takes a lot of money to get all the coins that it takes. Like in black and white, where there's some TMs that are like 90,000 monies. Not even in the post game either, when you can sell something for 1,000,000 Pokemon, and then everyone's happy. What's up with these walls? They look like Squirtle shells, even though Squirtles don't have shells, they have 6-packs. And I always think there's something up there. I mean, like, up here. There's not. I don't know why there's not. It's a good place to put. It'd be a good, like, place to put something. Not to hide something, just to put it there. No, we shouldn't. Little kids are best at pestering grown-ups. That's what most of them are. And I'm not a little kid. Well, Red's a little kid. He's like 10 at this point. And 3 years later, when Crystal takes place, he is the champion. But I'm not Red. I am Colin. Colin is me. Time cut. It's very convenient having a lizard that has the power of time cuts with you. It's very inconvenient running into Paras every 15 seconds. I've only run into 2 of those this whole time, despite the thousands and thousands of Pokemon I've encountered. I mean, I think the way I talk here is kind of... Wait, what the heck? The way I, like, stop mid-sentence and then continue as if nothing happened, like I'm doing post-commentary. Okay, we're up to 11 minutes. I think that I can definitely make it to Cerulean. With time to spare, too, unlike the other recording where I'm like 15 minutes, 30 seconds. Okay, we're walking to the Pokemon Center, bye. And a Zubat. No, it's Leech Life. Leech Life is a terrible move. Unfortunately, that's all Parasect has. The only bug-type move my Parasect has, anyway. I named it Puffstool. Cookie, if you get the reference, but Pikmin isn't even that obscure. No, I don't want to delete this recording. I meant to click pause. Well, I guess here's another wild encounter that you'll be seeing. Hey, stop, I found these fossils, they're both mine. Well, one of them's about to be mine, so, yeah, shut up. Here's a nerd, and he is not... No, he's not super. He's got Grimer. So, let's think of something to talk about. I can't think of anything to talk about. I don't have commentary at all. Coughing, which is a pirate. No, I'm not going to make fun of Coughing. Coughing's a beast. Of course. It's the only Pokemon I've ever had self-destruct on. I've used it a couple times, too. What made me angry is I was fighting another Coughing with it. I was like, ooh, mirror match, and then, he used Smoke Screen. I'm like, well, I don't want all my moves to be missing this whole time. He used Smoke Screen once, I mean. And I was like, well, I don't want all my moves to be missing, repeatedly. So I'm like, I'll just go ahead and go boom! Ah! And I took the Helix Fossil, I'm going to take the Dome Fossil. I was like, I go boom! Ah! And then, guess what? Coughing died. Well, I mean, that was expected. But Coughing died and the move missed, and we're just 3 squares away. No, Red, don't jump! Have I made that joke every time I've gone through Mount Moon? I'm like, don't jump, man! Just because it was 4 feet away doesn't mean that that's a bad thing. We can work this out. Bushes. George W. Bushes, if we're gonna go with that. TM04, I believe that is Whirlwind. I hate Whirlwind. It's gonna kill me until I check it. Yeah, I hate Whirlwind. It's not a good move. I can't think of any time it would be useful. What also annoys me is that Focus Punch, like, it'll charge and attack on the same turn. Like, it gets first priority for charging and the very last priority for attacking. Like, what I mean is, like, it'll be like, if you want to heal your Pokemon on one turn, and then the other person decides to use Focus Punch, on that turn, it'll be like they're gathering their focus, or whatever, however it goes, and then they used Focus Punch. Yeah, well, segment is done, and I overrode my save state. Again. Well, hopefully this one will turn out better.